You told Al that you want to evict him.
That's right, because he's a tenant from hell all of a sudden. He's chasing me around the house, at least making me do everything by the letter of the law.
What about you? I mean, you've done everything to him, short of running fingerprints on him. No, you did not.
It may have been a computer error, but I think he's wanted in Texas on mail fraud charges.
Oh, Tim. It took him all his courage, to get out of that cramped little apartment, and then you kick him out on the street. How could you do that? Poor Al.
Poor Al, my foot. How about poor me? He wants to sue me. And that bonehead probably take this right to the Supreme Court.
You won't stand a chance. Sandra Day O'Connor's gonna love Al.
Gidget?
Have you thought about any of the ramifications of this? I mean, you two work together. What's gonna happen to your friendship?
That will be for the court to decide, honey.
You're not gonna try to work this out?
No. Because even if I did, I run the risk of Al forcing me to snake out his toilets. That's a risk I'm not willing to take.
Okay, you're not going to talk to him, then I'm just going to go do it for you.
Oh, good. Good luck. Go over there and talk to him. He'll end up sucking asbestos out of his attic. Well said. If you need firewood, I got plenty here. Don't have to chop down your house.
No, Tim. I'm just knocking down some icicles. It's one of my favorite things, right up there with spreading steer manure on a hot summer's day.
I'd rather spread steer manure than be Al's landlord. Really?
I would have thought Al would have been the perfect tenant. That's why I gave it such an enthusiastic reference. Maybe I went a little bit overboard.
You're the only one that quoted Shakespeare in a rental application.
So you're saying objectively that the person at fault is the lessee as opposed to the lessor?
More or less.
Well, so what happened?
We're just disagreeing over the lease. So I'm going to have to evict it.
Well, Tim, I'm shocked that you would evict your best friend. I'm even more shocked that you would make him sign a lease.
Look, I'm new with the landlord thing, Wilson. I'm just trying to do everything in a business-like manner.
Well, that's Tim, let me ask you something. If I was renting from you, would you make me sign a lease?
Ooh, yeah. I'd probably let you skip the fingerprint and the blood samples.
Tim, a landlord doesn't have to do that.
Well, you don't have to do that, but, when I do something new, I like to go at it full strength.
Right, like the time you brought home the new riding mower.
You got it. Well, I didn't have to put 120 horsepower in that thing, but I did because there's nothing I like better than adding
more power. Tim, there's a big difference between powering up a lawnmower and lording it over your best friend. Henry Adams, the historian, said, a friend in power is a friend lost.
I might have got a bit crazy on that. 21 clauses and a thorough investigation.
Well, what did you gain from that?
Well, I lost my first tenant, my best friend. I got a huge photocopy bill. But they carved a head of me up there, Cheese World. Set it right out there.
Hi, Jill.
Can I come in?
It's your house. You can do whatever you want to.
I brought you a housewarming gift.
Why would you do that? Your husband is trying to evict me.
Well, I think he's totally out of line.
You really think that? Oh, I'm so glad you think that. Thank you. Oh, and that is why I'm going to fight him to the death on this. He may have his money and his big city lawyers, but I have the sword of justice on my side. Jerky?
No, thank you. Al, this doesn't have to end up in the courts. I mean, you and two just have to come to your senses.
Tim? The man who has federal marshals hounding me about some mail fraud rap?
Well, we all know that Tim has a tendency to go overboard.
Yeah, well, when he goes overboard with me, he turns the whole ship upside down, and I'm left there holding on to my dinghy. Well, it's just, you know, he takes advantage of me.
I know.
And it makes me so mad, I sink to his level.
Okay, what do you mean by that?
Well, first, Tim makes me sign this ridiculous lease. And then, when I ask him to abide by the lease and fix some things around the house, he resists. And that just, you know, I retaliate by finding more things for him to fix.
Well, that's understandable.
Well, it gets worse than that, you know, because once he fixed everything, I started breaking new things on purpose.
You broke things?
Yeah.
That's sick. It's also really, really funny. You know, I've done similar things to him for different reasons.
Yeah?
There was this one time that I was really overwhelmed with schoolwork, and he kept pestering me about remodeling a bathroom or something. So I snuck out to the garage and I squirted some motor oil under the engine of his Mustang. It kept him out of my hair for days.
That's brilliant!
This other time, I painted chicken puffs on Mark's face so I wouldn't have to go to a tractor pull.
This is a side of you I never knew existed.
Yeah, I'm devious.
Yeah, you are very devious.
What's so funny?
Nothing.
Nothing.
You guys laughing over this lease, aren't you? Well, look, I've been giving a lot of thought about this landlord-tenant thing, and we got to work this out.
You think so?
Yeah, I don't want you out of the house.
Well, you guys obviously have to talk.
No, we don't. I was done. That was it. I don't want...
No. You know, she's right. We have some issues we have to discuss.
I say we just let bygones be bygones and start over. How about that?
No. It goes much deeper than that, you know. I mean, this affects the very fabric of our relationship.
This is like talking to Jill with a beard.
Now, Tim, I have some things to admit. I've been childish and petty and unreasonable throughout all of this.
Okay, then I have a confession to make.
Good.
You're absolutely right.
Well, obviously you're not ready to talk about these things, but, well, what the hey, you know, you made the gesture and came over here, and I admitted I was petty and childish, and you made the gesture and came over here, and
yeah.
Apology accepted.
The truth is, now, you know me, and when I start something new, I tend to go a little crazy, and it always affects people closest to me first. And the truth is, you're a responsible guy, and you could live here without the lease. Al, don't say another word. Please, Al, without the lease. Forget about it. Lease is gone, bye-bye, see you later.
Well, thank you, Tim. That was actually my life insurance policy. Well, here it is. The new shirt.
Congratulations, but I know I have never seen anything like that.
Now, you're not going to go out and buy one of these.
Oh, you actually paid money for that? Looks like you peeled it off a dead clown.
Look what I brought home for dinner, everybody.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, Al.
Ooh, nice shirt. You like it? I just got it. Yeah, well, me too.
Forget about it. You don't need this reason. No. There we go. Okay.
He may have his money and his big city lawyers, but I have the sword of justice in my side.
Is it in your side?
It's right here.